Okay. We'll play the clip at March 26, 2016 at 11:11 a.m. A call to Sarah Johnson. Who's that voice you're talking to? My lawyer. Sarah Johnson? Yeah. And this is that recording that reflects how you typically gather information from other inmates at the St. Charles Parish Jail. Then you communicate it to your lawyer. Then your lawyer communicates it to an agent. Is that the normal process for this? What you mean? I'm saying you're telling your attorney this information about some new evidence that you've been gathering in the St. Charles Parish Jail with the belief that she was going to then communicate it to the agents. Correct? Yeah. She's going to get with who she got to get with. Okay. And you'll get some credit for that, right? How am I going to get some credit for it if I don't know if it's true or not? Okay. But if it turns out to be true, you'll get some credit for it, right? Yeah. That's why you're giving it to your lawyer to give to the agent, right? So that you can get some credit, right? Yeah, because this how this go. The feds, that's how it goes. If you got information that you give them, if it's worth it, then they give you something for it. Give you something for it. Okay. Okay. So the shoes that you're referring to there that you want your mom to bring to Mr. Ollinger or to your lawyer's office or whatever, those shoes contained illegal drugs, right? Yeah. Okay. And it was your intention to, either through your lawyer or through James, to get those shoes up to the St. Charles Parish Jail, right? Yeah. At first, I thought about letting my lawyer do it. Then I decided, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it with my lawyer. I'm going to do it through myself and get it to James myself. So when I asked you before whether you'd ever involve your attorney in this and you said, no, absolutely not, you were lying, right? No, I wasn't lying. I told you that you tried to say that my lawyer was the one who brought it through James. No, I done it myself. That's why the conversation stated that I already talked to James myself. Okay. And then about a week after that phone call, you actually did. You're referring in that phone call to an FBI meeting, right? That's coming up. And you met with the FBI about a week later. And it was a debriefing about rap music and videos. Had your mom given the shoes to Mr. Ollinger at that time? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. And did the shoes make it to you, that first pair of shoes? Did that first pair of shoes make it to you up in St. Charles? What you mean, first pair of shoes? Well, that's what I'm asking you. Did that pair of shoes make it to you at St. Charles Parish Jail? Yeah, that's the only pair of shoes that I tried to get in. I ain't never get it. When I went to the round table and tried to get them, James told me he got to wait. He got search it and approve it through St. Charles Parish. And I tried to talk him out of getting it, but he wasn't having it. He said he got to talk to the people and see what's up. Okay. And your testimony is that he never brought in any shoes for you? This mission was never accomplished? It never was accomplished. Okay. Play the next recording, which is April 14th, 2016 at 7:36 p.m. A call to Agent Ollinger. Okay. What's that? What's that? Blue boxes? What I've got on now. Okay. So you'd rather travel with Mr. Ollinger, Agent Ollinger, because you don't have to wear those restraints? No, I wear restraints. When I'm on the docks, like these blue boxes, they keep it on you when you on the dock sitting down, and they be hurting my arms. I'd rather just be in regular handcuffs with the chains. Okay. And is it fair to say that Mr. Ollinger sounded pretty sympathetic about your concern about the transportation? Objection. Sustained. Mr. Ollinger was doing you a favor, right? He was going to help you with these shoes, right? He didn't know nothing about it. No, he was doing you a favor, though, wasn't he? With these shoes, picking them up or getting them from your mom and bringing them up, right? He was going to try. Okay. And that's because you have a special relationship with Agent Ollinger, right? No. No. Agent Ollinger, you think he brings lots of shoes to people in jail? I don't know what he do. I don't be with him every day. It's fair to say that you've never seen Agent Ollinger bring anyone else a pair of shoes at the at the St. Charles Parish Jail, right? I don't know what he do. You don't know what he does. Okay. But you know that you're valuable to Agent Ollinger, right? Objection. Sustained. You know that the information that you have provided to the government is valuable to Mr. Ollinger for his job, right? Man, I know to any law enforcement, if I tell them about murders like this, that they're gonna do something about it. Murders is valuable, period. Okay, murders are valuable. And valuable enough that they'll do you favors like bring shoes up to the jail for you, right? If they would have done that favor for me, I would have had the shoes and never got caught with them. Okay. And you were manipulating the relationship of trust that you had with Agent Ollinger to get him to take these shoes, right? I couldn't manipulate him. He was too smart. You had lied. You were lying to Agent Ollinger, weren't you? Yeah, I was lying to him. Okay. And about a week after that, Agent Ollinger picked up the shoes from your mom, and your mom gave him a chess set and the sneakers, right? Yeah. Okay. And at that point, Agent Ollinger is driving around with drugs, right? He didn't know that. He doesn't know it, but Agent Ollinger, an FBI agent, is cruising around town with sneakers with drugs hidden in them, right? Yeah, marijuana. Okay, back to the shoes. Who did this for you? One of the girls that I know. What's her name? What last name? I don't know. How did you communicate to that you wanted her to help you smuggle marijuana into the prison through an FBI agent? I wrote her. You wrote her. What address did you write her at? I don't know about her. What's her last name again? I just told you, I don't know. Okay. You have that information in your cell? I ain't in no cell. You have that information in your dorm? Name and address? Yeah. And then your testimony is that through a letter you asked to hide marijuana in the shoes. Who bought? Did your brother or your mother give her money for the shoes? No. Did your brother or your mother give her money for the marijuana? No. Did your younger brother, it's true that your younger brother was aware that you and were doing this, right? No. And then, what part of town does she live in? Objection to relevance, Your Honor. Overruled. She stay in New Orleans. And did you have your mom call, or did you call your mom? No, I got somebody. I just told my mama to go pick it up from one of my partners. Okay, who was your partner? When you said one of my partners, it sounded like you were talking about someone different from partner. That means somebody. That don't matter. No, that don't matter who it is. It's just a person. That's the name. So you called your mom and asked your mom to have her go pick up illegal drugs hidden in shoes from, right? Yeah. Okay. So your mom knows where she lives. Is that correct? No. My mama don't deal with nobody. She just meet them at a safe spot and then move on. Okay. So she and your mom coordinated some third location to meet. Is that what your testimony is? What? Did your mother meet at her home? No. They met at some other place. Is that correct? Yeah. Wherever they met at. I don't know where they met at. She just got the shoes. She don't know the girl like that. My mama don't know nobody but my baby mama and my girl. Okay, so while you were implicating your mother in this drug trafficking conspiracy, your testimony is that your mother was unaware of it? My mama didn't know nothing about it if you listen to the phone calls. Okay, so only this was involved in this drug trafficking with you. Is that your testimony? Yeah. And no one else, just you and asked and answered. He said she was the only one. Move on. Come on. Okay. And you said this only happened once, right? This effort, this scheme, this only happened once? Yeah. Okay. Play the call from April 27th, 2016 at 7:57 p.m. to Agent Ollinger. So what you're proposing is that at the next debriefing, he's going to bring the illegal drug shoes to the meeting at the FBI, right? What you saying? Your proposal. Your suggestion to Mr. Ollinger on the phone right there is that Agent Ollinger bring the shoes with the illegal drugs in them to the FBI building where you're going to have a debriefing, right? No, I didn't say that on the phone. I ain't said nothing about, oh, bring them shoes with the illegal drugs. I said something about shoes. That man ain't never knew nothing about none of that. I'm not suggesting that he did. What I'm saying is, just answer my question. You're telling him to bring the shoes that do, in fact, have drugs in them to the FBI building for your debriefing, right? Yeah, that's what I said. Bring the shoes. Okay. And just to be totally clear, Agent Ollinger obviously is totally unknowing that you're using him as a drug mule, right? No, he don't know. He don't know. Okay. So whenever you come down, we can switch out my old Reeboks, right? Yeah. Okay. And then at the end of that call, after you endeavor to try to use him as a drug mule, you then ask him for another favor. Can you come holler at me about my cousin? Right? Man, whatever they had going on, that was them. You and between him and Mr. Thomas Harrison. Is that correct? Yeah, I just was relaying the message. Okay, because you didn't have much to do with Thomas Harrison's case. I was in jail when Thomas Harrison came to jail. Okay. And then it was about a month later before you actually had that debriefing. Is that correct? Probably so. So you were waiting a long time to get these drugs into the jail. Isn't that correct? Yeah. And so Agent Ollinger was cruising around and at his office with these drug shoes for a couple of months. Isn't that right? I don't know where he had it at. I don't know if he had it in his car or his office. I don't know where he had it at, so I can't really say. So, you don't know if he has it back at his house or in his car or at his office. You don't know where your illegal drugs are? Asked and answered. Sustained.